kind of honing in on the same thing. So we clustered the measures and kind of put them into groups to come down to what we thought was a reasonable number.
We ended up, I think, with a good balanced scorecard in that we have 4 measures in each of the 4 categories, and that sounds very well balanced. And being from the financial area, that feels good. At the same time, 16 measures is a lot of measures.
There were 4 really key measures. I mean, there were certainly the 16 we talked about in total, but there were 4 that we thought could really significantly improve our business. And those were the 4 that we really spent most of our time on.
The 4 measures included on-time delivery, cost versus best in class, developing a new source of raw lithium, and new product development. Once these measures were selected, the implementation team worked with division managers to set targets for each measure.
Targets give people something to shoot for. The measures themselves will create focus in that people will understand now, okay, well, what's important to the company. If it's on a wall, very visible to many individuals, people will understand that it is important enough to spend time to think about it and look at it. But people need to know where we're going. What do we hope to achieve by measuring this process?
These targets should be established based on what perhaps our best competitors are doing or even what our future customers will be demanding. They should be stretch targets. And the target should be such that if we deliver and fulfill on those targets, then the financial performance of the organization will be at a dramatically higher level.
After targets were set, management communicated the scorecard to the entire organization using videos, bulletin boards, status meetings, and progress reports.
One of the things we need to do up front is communicate the purpose of the scorecard to all of our employees to make sure that they didn't believe that this was just another report, another piece of paper, another thing to stick in a file. We quickly then moved to demonstrating to people what this meant to their job, how on-time deliveries were affected by their performance, how they could influence the development pipeline, how they could submit ideas, how we could grow.
Once employees understood how they could influence results, progress became apparent. The need to improve became clear at all levels of the division. Because of the increased attention it has received, on-time delivery has improved nearly 40%.
So we'll ship it out and you can expect to receive it by next Wednesday.
New product development has also improved. Management now feels it is better able to identify and focus on those new product ideas which offer the greatest opportunity.
We have certainly seen a range of results versus the targets that we've set across the 16 measures we have. Some have gone down, some have gone up. But I think the one thing that's really important is the 4 measures that we've focused on in our balanced scorecard are measures where we're making.
The process of getting to a balanced scorecard takes several months, but we're not doing continuous process all through those months. And the process itself is valuable. Organizations that have gone through it find that it makes clear to everybody involved what the vision of the company is and how they're going to achieve it. So they view this entire process as a value-added process through the clarity it gives and the focus it gives to the entire organization.
When you buy into this, you've got to be willing to put the time and energy and commitment into it. But at the end of the day, I think the rewards and benefits you can reap from this are tremendous. I'm certainly still a believer, and I've been into this now for 18 months.
Because of the success of its pilot program, FMC has now implemented the balanced scorecard in all 27 operating divisions. Management throughout the company is developing a measurement system that will allow them to balance both short-term financial performance and long-term growth opportunities.
We've come a long way with the balanced scorecard in just a few years. We understand the concepts better, and I think the extension of the applicability of it has been quite significant. The implementation process has really turned out to be a key one.
I agree. Implementation is the opportunity. The scorecard creates an opportunity for an organization. It better describes their strategy, gives them a way to communicate it. But once they do that, they can't stop because it impacts the way they pay people, it impacts the way that they invest their money, it impacts the way they try to change the organization. So in effect, building a scorecard is like letting a genie out of the bottle. And once the genie's out, you can't put it back.
And that's a very positive aspect of the scorecard because this genie of change is exactly what companies need today. They need to be iterative, they need to be adaptable and flexible to survive and prosper in this very dynamic environment.